What's up, guys? My name is Brooke Ellis. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I'm number 15 on the team, and I'm brushing up on some nuclear chemistry.
Alright, so my favorite Coach Delco moment would be this past fall ball. We were all kneeling on the field, and somehow the St. Mary's game, my sophomore year, got brought up, and Coach was bringing up how moments will be remembered, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, well, one day you're going to be walking around and you're going to have little Burke right here and talking to him and holding his hand, and you say, that's a pretty special place, that's pretty cool. And so, everybody laughed and it was pretty funny, so that was one of my favorite Kudelka moments. My favorite Lynchburg Lacrosse moment would be beating Roanoke my sophomore year at Roanoke in the NCAA tournament. It was a great victory, and my thing I'll miss most would definitely be the teammate, the guys, and just the atmosphere we have here. It's a pretty special place, and it should be duly missed.
Mom! The chili! Oh, hey guys, I'm Adam Davey. These are some of my favorite things. We have Pringles, crab chips, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, double cheeseburger, of course, the no-no. Oh, we have a problem here. Excuse me. Well, first things first, I gotta take the pickles off. I only like the juices. Second thing, this one's got cheese on it, but luckily, I'm good, because I'm in my protective suit. And I don't lie, it is good. And I'm loving it.
So my favorite Coach Kudelka moment would probably be my sophomore year when we had just beaten Franklin Marshall at Franklin Marshall in Lancaster, Coach's favorite place. And he was asking me about my food allergies and what would need to happen if I were to have a reaction. And I told him I would need to use my EpiPen, and my brother mentioned how he'd always loved or dreamed of the day when he would be able to stab me with the EpiPen, and Coach K decided to pretty excitedly act out how Josh would act the day where he would be able to stab me with the EpiPen after reaction. So that was pretty funny. So my favorite Lynchburg Lacrosse team moment would probably be after we beat Roanoke in 2013 in the Sweet 16 after we had lost them during the regular season. We played at their place, and we had so many fans there, and it was just one of those really euphoric, cool moments that I got to share with 50 of my best friends.
Every day at this time, get it from ACDC, and it's from the album High Voltage 1975 Soul Stripper. And she didn't leave it alone when she tried to take your soul away. You ever been with a nice girl? You compromise yourself, and then you're in trouble.
I'm gonna get this.
That is great. And young. Put it together in 1975. Brought to you by Geico Office.
What's up, guys? I'm Eric Lombardo. I like doing cleans.
Or call 1-800.
My favorite Coach Kudelka moment is, I believe it was before the Gettysburg game at home last year when I was first in line for the pancakes with about 49 other guys behind me, and I apparently took too many pancakes. Coach K politely reminded me to watch my figure, put some of the pancakes back, so there was some for the other guys. Favorite game moment was probably the Corton game last year. I didn't play very well myself, so I was very down. It was a big emotional roller coaster the whole game, and then just to win it in overtime was absolutely awesome. I'm going to miss competing every single day. It's going to be weird, I'm not going to know what to do, and I'm really going to miss the daily grind of practice.
Run high, check! Run high! 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 He's still run high! He's still run high! Check! Run high! Run high! Run high! Run high! Run high! Right. I'm James Cook. Go, come on, James. Come on, come on, James.
That hit the post.
Oh, right, check.
That's good.
Alright, so my favorite Coach Get Up moment would be my freshman year. It was right after the midnight mile. The next morning we got done in the weight room about, I'd say, 2:45. I didn't make anything because I was not the best kid freshman year. But then the next day we were at the Virginia 10 miler at 7 o'clock in the morning. So running off for like 2 hours of sleep. I was filling up a water jug at a hose spigot or whatever, and I'm holding it, just holding it there. I have it, and Coach comes up to me, squeezes my arm and says, "You got that there, James? Got that bucket there?" I was like, "Yeah, I got it. He's like, "Oh, well, after last night it didn't seem like it." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then another one was just the other day, the snowball fights. I'll never admit to his face, but I got a stray ball to his chest from the field, and he was up by the pavilion. "Sorry, Coach, you hit me too many times, so I gotta get you once." Alright, so my favorite Lynchburg lacrosse moment would be obviously winning the ODAC championship twice. The first time with my brother, that was really memorable because he was there with me and I got to share something special with him, and we got to also share a similar experience in high school together. And then also the second ODAC championship last year, and pretty much getting to rub it in his face, saying like, "Ah, I got two, you only have one," but I thought it was still a great moment. Alright, so all I miss the most about Lynchburg lacrosse is just all the hard work and everything that we do, just all the coaching staff that I've had in the past, all my teammates who I've had, present and past. Just, it's been awesome, and I will always cherish that no matter what.
Plays today. James is in his locker. My feet's there. Gloves. Let's see, Evan's not here. I'm using his towel today. Alright, there's my shoe. There's my other shoe. Check my phone. I'll just sit here for a minute. Look down. Yep. Alright. What's going on, guys? Hunt Dog here. From Salem, but I like to claim that I'm from Hawaii, even though I'm not. And personally, I think I look better as a dog than I do as a human.
Alright, so my favorite Coach Kudelka moment was from my freshman year. Got all the defense together in midfield, and he was critiquing Ryan Fisher, who was a senior at the time, about his angle as a hot guy. He comes up, he's like, "Ryan, this is you. See, here's the goal. I'm you. Here's the ball. You see that angle I'm making? That's an acute angle. I want you to have that acute angle you have right now." And I immediately was like holding back tears, and this went on for about 5 more minutes. And he went on saying, "I want you from that acute angle to that obtuse angle." And I look over, no one's laughing. I'm a freshman, so I don't really know what to do. And I look over, and Brooke Ellis is just fighting back tears, and I couldn't contain myself. I started laughing, and everyone stared at me. My favorite, my best moment in the game here would probably have to be my sophomore year, when coming from Roanoke, when we beat Roanoke in the NCAA second round to go to the quarterfinals. That was an awesome moment for me. My freshman year when we beat them, I didn't play, so it was a really, really big moment for me. I got to start in that game too. And then what I'll miss the most is the pre-game, pre-practice throws with Evan Leader, Eric Lombardo, and Burke Ellis. Those will probably be, I'll remember those till I die. And then probably just any locker room experience you can imagine from practices and games.
What are you doing over there, Todd? Nothing.
What's up, Galvin?
My favorite Coach Galka moment was this past fall, sitting at Brood Awakenings, and he came in and started talking, and it was been raining for the past couple days, and I said that I really wish it would stop raining, and he was like, you don't like the rain? It's like, no. It's like, well, if it didn't rain so much, you wouldn't appreciate the sun. I was like, okay. Like, walked away, then like 5 minutes later, I get an email on my phone, and it's from Coach K, and the caption said, it was in all caps, and it was, the rain is ending. And there's a picture of the sun coming up over Turner. My favorite lacrosse moment was last year. I got my first start against Salisbury, and that was a really special moment for me. My first start as a collegiate athlete. What I miss most is on away trips. Like every night before games, we always go. A bunch of guys always go and get ice cream. Like we always, wherever we are, we always find a place to get ice cream. And well, I love ice cream, so.
I'm Andrew Fox. Fox, on this next possession, make sure you stay in the cage. Okay. Please. Go deep! Go deep!
My favorite Kudelka moment actually came this year. I guess word got around the coaching staff that I was interested in this one girl who was actually on the girls soccer team. This is at the beginning of the year, and you know, so the whole team goes to this home girls soccer game, and we're standing against the fence, and he's standing there with us, and he starts basically lecturing me about how to, you know, ask a girl out, so to speak, and basically gave me the foolproof plan for taking a girl out on a date, and tells me that what you want to do, ask them out, set up a time, drive over to their place, don't get out of your car, honk the horn, and wait for them to come outside. When they get in the car, ask them, so is that what you're going to wear tonight? And if they decide to still go on the date with you, then you got to keep her there. So thought that was pretty funny, pretty good story. Never really experienced a conversation like that with Coach K before. So my favorite team moment, that's gonna have to be last year after the Gettysburg game. You know, it was my first start, and just seeing the faces on my parents and my brother, telling them that they were proud of me, was just probably the best feeling I've ever gotten after a lacrosse game since I've started playing. So that's definitely my favorite moment for lacrosse. One thing I'm going to miss most is obviously all the guys. Love these guys, but the field up there, I love that place. Love practicing up there. I love hanging out up there, especially on lazy Sundays. You know, get the sticks out, have some fun. But it's a great environment up there, and I'm really going to miss it. So.
Hey, I'm calling gambling. Alright, my favorite Coach Kudelka moment would have to be from my freshman year. I was sitting in the caf with the assistant coaches, and Coach Kudelka came by and sat down across from me, and they were asking me about this class I had out in Schellenberger where we just played softball, and the coaches were asking me about everything we did and about me pitching, because when they walked by that day I had been pitching, and Coach Kudelka just says, "Yeah, I saw you out there pitching. You're getting shelled." And it just kind of took me back, and I had no response for him, nothing to say, and the conversation just kind of ended right there. Alright, my favorite moment here at Lynchburg was probably my sophomore year we had lost to Roanoke earlier in the season at home, and everyone was pretty pissed off about that. And then we got paired up to play them again in the NCAA playoffs, and it was at their place, and we just kind of took it to them in that game, and there was no way we were losing that game. And that's just kind of something that'll stick with me forever. Alright, there's a lot of things that I'm going to miss about playing lacrosse here at Lynchburg. But I'd say just a couple of things that I'm going to miss the most is obviously the bus rides where you never know what's going to happen, and so many sing-alongs. But another thing I'll probably miss is definitely the locker room. So it's, you know, getting ready for the games, after game celebrations are always a lot of fun, and also just like hanging out with the guys whenever we go play laser tag or just go to the movies, go out to dinner. Just not being able to do that all the time is something I'll miss a lot.
I'm Luke Ernst from Mass, and this is the cafeteria clear. What's up?
Coach Cadelka moment would have to be my sophomore year when I was injured. I believe it was my shoulder, and I went in there to tell him that I wasn't going to be able to practice, and I was wearing an England soccer jersey similar to the one I'm wearing now, and he didn't acknowledge that I was talking about my injury at all and just asked me if I knew what the star on my jersey meant, and I had no idea. And I just kind of stood there and didn't know. And then he said it was a 1966 World Cup over West Germany that they won. And after that, I just walked out, and I think he kind of knew that I wasn't going to practice, but that's about it.
Lynchburg lacrosse moment would probably have to be this year against Salisbury, beating them by 5 goals, and not the fact that we beat them, but knowing that we were going to beat them, it was just that much more satisfying because we expected it and other people didn't really. And I would also have to say, during practice, I think it was this week actually, Coach Cadelka said that I played great defense, and I think those were the first times I've ever heard those words said to me. It's pretty exciting.
What you'll miss the most?
What I'm going to miss the most from Lynchburg is probably going through the daily grind with the team and really embracing every moment of it. There's really no place like Lynchburg when it comes to the environment around the lacrosse team. No team plays like we do. It's just a very different, peculiar feeling, but it's awesome. I'm definitely going to miss that.
It's not good enough.
Evan Leader, you know, probably got the biggest chest on the team, but I don't know, my back just won't grow. It's so small, but I'm always working.
My favorite Coach Cadelka moment, ironically enough, happened 2 weeks ago today before Salisbury. I was struggling for about 48 hours to get this head off my stick because I had to put a screw in it for the Salisbury game and make sure it was all legal. And after practice, I was in the locker room area with James, and we were struggling to get this thing off. Me and him were at opposite ends of the stick, trying to pull it, getting everything we got. Couldn't get the head off. Stuck my foot in it, pulled with everything I had, couldn't get the head off. Lucky for me though, coach was walking by at the right time, saw me struggling, came over, said, "Evan Leader, let me see that." Takes his stick, shoves his foot in the head, and sure enough, pulls it right off. Head goes flying, takes the shaft, spikes it on the floor, looks me right in the eye. As he walks away, he says, gotta keep lifting, man. Really pissed me off. My favorite Lynchburg lacrosse moment, I would have to say, was the St. Mary's game in 2013. It was the first NCAA playoff game that I got to play in. We were down 5-2 going into the fourth quarter, and we came back, had an awesome fourth quarter, won the game, and it was the start of a 3-game stretch in the NCAAs. The next game was Roanoke, which I'd like to say we embarrassed them on their own field, but St. Mary's was one of the funnest games I ever played in, and it was an awesome experience. I'm going to miss a lot about Lynchburg lacrosse. Definitely pre-game away meals with Bobby, Murph, and Luke. I'll miss the warm-ups before games, low to high shooting, high to high shooting. But most of all, I think I'll miss the bus rides on the away games. But fortunately for us, we have a plethora of those this year, so we should be all right.
One opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment that you capture. Just let it slip. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting.
You broke? Oh, I didn't even see you there. What's up, dude? Yo, Big Big here, number 19 in the on the roster, number 1 in your hearts, obviously. Wanna come check out my locker? So this is it. This is where I spend a lot of my time. It's 7 a.m. right now, but it's game day, so I'm here. I'm ready to go. Nobody else is here. They all said they were going to be here this early for a meeting, but nobody else showed up. So whatever. More time for me to prepare. So this is my locker. This is my first stick. This is shovel. I call it shovel. And this one here is shovel 2. Shovel 2. We got another one back here. This is shovel 3. I like mulch, so these are, I use these. These are my tools right here, you know. So anyway, I bring them home every night, polish them off so they're looking good. But anyway, hold on. Hold on, let me get my phone. Gonna call Adam real quick and place my Chipotle order because he's waiting in line for me. Yo, what's up? Listen, yeah, can I get a burrito? Can I get triple chicken, triple rice, triple cheese, and that's it? Cool. Alright, dude. We gonna hang later? You're busy. Alright, that's fine. That's all good. Alright. We'll probably hang tomorrow or something. Anyway, that's about it, man. I don't know. Wait, let me hot you for a sec, dude.
Alright, my favorite Coach K moment would definitely have to be this year. We were playing Salisbury. We already had the game in the bag. There was about 2 minutes left, and we're running out the clock. We know we already have the game won. They get a good cause turnover, and Coach just turns around and says, "It doesn't matter! The game's over! We won! Great win!" I'll never forget that ever. That was amazing. My favorite Lynchburg lacrosse team moment would definitely have to be between, I'd say, 2 things. First, 2 years ago, scoring the game winner and beating the alumni with the guys after losing to them 6 years straight. That was a great feeling. And then the second one, I'd have to say, the first time I ever heard Adam yell, "Hey Baker," and the whole entire team followed his lead and yelled it as well. It just gave me goosebumps. I love those guys. I'll never forget those moments ever. What I'll miss most would definitely have to be all the guys. Everything I've been through with all them, day in and day out. They're my lifelong brothers, and I'll be in touch with them forever.
More fan. A message from King Howard.
He will practice only when he chooses. He is ruler by divine right, and he is above everyone on the rest of the team, always, now, and forever.
So my favorite Coach Kudelka moment would have to be, for all you upperclassmen, sophomore through seniors, you've definitely heard this one before, but for the freshmen, incoming freshmen, parents, I hope you guys enjoy this. So, this is my freshman year. We were all meeting in the Hopwood Auditorium for the first time, meeting Coach Kudelka as a team, and we're sitting there. It's about 4 o'clock, and the meeting starts. And at 4:01, one of the upperclassmen, Peter Callahan, rolls in, and kind of the meeting stops, and everyone just looks down the door and looks at him. And Coach Kudelka just looks at him and goes, "Peter Callahan, would you please leave?" And he just like looked at him with a blank stare and turned around and walked right out. And right then and there, all of us were like looking at each other like, "Oh God, what did we just get ourselves into?" And that's my favorite Coach Kudelka moment. My favorite team moment had to be last year when we had that championship. That was the first direct championship that I've been a part of, and I thought that was really special. And the biggest thing I'm going to miss is probably after our home games when we win. We go down the locker room and we have the music blaring and everyone's jumping up and down and going crazy and just like having a good time together, and it's like a really nice bonding experience, and it's definitely something you're going to miss, just that camaraderie with the fellas.
My favorite Lynchburg moment would definitely be winning against Roanoke at Roanoke.
So this is when I was a freshman, and our whole team was meeting together for the first time in fall in the Hopwood, like the what is it?
Auditorium.
Hopwood, yeah, Hopwood Auditorium, and
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Wrap his arms in.
No, we're gonna. I think we cut it off here and then we do separate ones for his arm.
Yeah, definitely.
But I want it. Can we go like over my shoulder? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then this way. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And then go now. Come back. Yep.
Whoa.
Did sign up.
You signed up for this.
You knew what you were getting into. Wait, what are we doing? All at once?
No, one, like one, and then do like. No, hang on. Let's do like one. Let's do like one. Realistic, right? High to high?
No, fuck, just put it right here.
No, I am, but it's gonna come fast.
I swear to God, I'll kill you.
Where are we going?
Go.
You good? Say, go, Dad! Go!
Okay. Is that the ball?
That's the ball. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
King Howard approaches! Sorry. Do it again.
Go ahead.
Don't, seriously, don't.
I'm trying, man. Alright, we got
Do it again.
Do it again.
cut all the talk.
Boss.
King Howard approaches!
Just keep it together for like a second.
I hide behind.
I gotta refuel. I'm holding this, guy. Keep it